Okay, we are here with Hoodie. Can you tell everybody where you're from and what shop you work at?
The shop is Black Vulture Gallery, located in the Fishtown section of Philadelphia.
How long has the shop been around?
It's been like 9 years.
Who else works at the shop?
Chad Knight, Justin Harris, Tom Taylor, Bird Reynolds, Rachel Shelley, Holly Denisi, David Moyer, Schlack, and man, I hope I didn't leave anyone out, but
You guys got a
I think there's 8 of us.
shop, it looks like.
Yeah, it's pretty much appointment only.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we'll take a walk-in if someone's available.
Do you strictly do appointments?
Yeah, I try and do appointments just from now on. I can't do walk-ins anymore.
Yeah.
Just done with it.
Can you describe your style of tattoos?
Yeah, like right now, I've been actually concentrating on, like more black, like heavy black. I kind of go in and out with things, and then I've been like doing this other style, like I call it like pseudo-traditional because it's sort of traditional, like it has all the traditional aspects of tattoo and, like bold, solid lines, like at least 1/3 black, it's going to last forever, the way the shading's done. It's pretty traditional, but doesn't really look traditional, but...
I was going to say, you have your Instagram shows an interesting variety of work between the Blackout work and the other work that you were just talking about.
Right.
Just to show your variety of versatile an artist.
Yeah, pretty versatile. I mean, I started in walk-in shops, and I did walk-in shops for, I don't know, like 20 years almost,
How long have you been tattooing?
Since 92.
Okay.
So, I don't know, like 26, 27 years.
Time goes by fast, doesn't it?
Yeah, real fast.
You do a lot of lip, tongue, and roof of mouth tattoos. Can you talk about how'd you get into doing those tattoos and what it's like for a person to get one?
Honestly, I mean, like the first tattoos I ever did were like mouth, face, head, and neck tattoos. And I've been doing them ever since. I've been doing them like my whole career. People just kind of like come to me for like lip tattoos. And I mean, it's mostly lip tattoos. The tongue thing was just, let's see what happens, screw it. People say it's possible, but I don't know. It's in there.
You showed a tongue tattoo.
Yeah, I mean, it's blue. Her tongue's blue now,
Yeah,
so.
yeah. You showed 2. You showed one that was a spider web.
Yeah.
And then I think you blacked out a tongue.
Nah,
Okay.
I never blacked out a tongue.
Okay, I'm probably thinking of the spider web tongue then.
Yeah, the spider web
And
tongue.
you showed it 3 months later to show how much it faded away.
Yeah, it looked.
It's interesting. It's important to show people, especially on Instagram, that your tongue tattoo may look good today, but in 3 months it's not. It's going to be gone.
It's not a smart thing to do. I mean, if you want to do it for the picture and for the likes, go for it, but I mean, it's really not going to work.
So when somebody comes in and they want a inner mouth tattoo or a mouth tattoo, do you warn them about
Of course. Yeah.
the long term?
I mean, I tell them it's going to last forever. Like when I do a lip tattoo, it's there forever. But sometimes it gets even darker and bigger, and it can spread. So, I mean, I got some pictures somewhere on my roll, like on my phone, but there's like 25,000 pictures on there, and I got to go through them. But I got some pictures of some lips that I did that, really blew out, and traveled up the gums, the whole lip, black, except the outside, So
You ever tattoo gums?
Yeah, I got some pictures of gum tattoos, and they work pretty good. They could still, spread too, It really depends on how the person heals it, If they, like, fall asleep and they touch it a lot,
I can't imagine how hard it would be to heal. I don't have any mouth tattoos, but I can't imagine how hard it would be to heal gums or a tongue.
It just heals on its own.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, just a sensitivity during the healing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
It doesn't sound like a pleasant process.
Probably not. I mean, I don't have my tongue tattooed. I got my lips tattooed, but I got them tattooed like 30 years ago, so I don't even remember the way it feels, you know. And
how long have your lips held up over the years?
yeah, but I've had a number of different things like put over them, like cover-ups, and so it looks like a bunch of scribble scrabble right now. But yeah, I got like my whole top, even up on my gums, done, and my bottom lip. So
it's interesting just to see, because I mean we don't see too many of them, but when they do come across our feed, I love looking at them. And you're primarily the person that I see doing them on our feed.
Right.
And I love seeing them from you.
Right. Thanks.
You do a lot of blackout work also.
Yeah, I mean, but I haven't been able to post it because I've never been getting like a good response from it. People just like talk trash on it.
People either love it or hate it.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, you know, teach its own, you know, and I find them, I like doing them, you know, and honestly, like, I wish I could just do a lot more of them, but I don't get to do as much as I want.
When somebody wants to, so your typical client, are they covering up old tattoos? Okay. Do you ever have anybody come in with a blank arm or a blank piece of the arm that's blacked out?
Nah, but I've had like, you know, I cover up like the top person, you know, like the top part of their arm, and they got nothing on the bottom, and they want to continue it, vice versa, you know. So I've even had, you know, people come in with something as small as a little, you know, a hand poke tattoo, and they're like, can you cover this up? But I want my whole arm black. I'm like, whatever you want. You could do anything you want, you know. Yeah. So
how long does it take to do a blackout sleeve?
Like a full sleeve?
Yeah.
Depending on the size of your arm, I guess the fastest that I've done it and complete, I guess like about 5 hours maybe for a whole arm. You know, if you got a big arm, it could take 7 hours. It really,
depends on the size of the arm.
And your skin, you know, like if you're dry or if you're old, if you're moist, there's all different times with that. So,
what else are you into besides outside of tattooing? What do you do with your free time? Anything exciting?
I just hang out with my kids, you know, like my wife. I like to be in the woods.
Have you always tattooed in Philadelphia?
Most of my career, I tattooed in New York City for a little bit when it was illegal. Tattooed in Boston when it was illegal. Tattooed in Jersey City on a couch.
What was
you know, like
in cities where tattoos were illegal to do?
It was awesome. You know, because I was like, I got brought into it, you know, basically like in the punk rock scene. And, you know, like in the punk rock scene, like if you knew a tattoo artist, everyone was like trying to like get to them. So in the cities, it was pretty good, you know, to like just be able to do that. And
word of mouth type of thing.
Yeah. And I was kind of like, you know, I guess like the guy, I didn't really get like apprenticed, but like one of my old best friends, he pretty much, you know, I just watched him and he's like my mentor, you know, like I just watched everything he did, and he, you know, he took me all over the place, to all different cities tattooing, you know, like punk rock kids and scenesters, and it was fun, you know.
Who was the last person you were tattooed by?
Chad Knight.
Yeah. Where does he work?
Here.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's finishing my body.
Yeah, what's he doing?
It looks kind of like 90s fine line biker style, black and gray.
It always cracks me up when tattoo artists hate getting tattooed.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like when it's their turn and they just like tap out after like 2 hours. Like, I'm done. I'll practice it later.
Yeah, I mean, depending on where I am, I'm pretty much I'm a 2-hour guy now. I'm like, you know, do as much as you can in 2 hours. 3, but you know, when I was younger and I was more into it, I'd outsit the artist.
Yeah, those 8-10 hour sessions aren't really fun after a while.
Yeah.
You have any plans for 2019? What do you have going on?
I just want to do more black tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. I'm not trying to go anywhere. I'm not trying to travel. I don't want to do conventions really anymore.
Are you going to the Philly convention next week?
Yeah, just because I got to, you know.
I've never been to that convention. I've always heard it's just insanely crowded.
It is. And you know what? Like a lot of like, you know, like the people I tattoo, people I know, they like to see that you're like representing your city, and they like to see that your shop is there so they can tell people, you know, oh yeah, my artist, he goes to the you know,
Yeah, they like
it makes them feel
submit,
better, yeah.
And they like to try to submit their, or they like to submit their tattoos for the award.
Yeah, sometimes yeah. I've only, you know, 2 people in my whole life submitted something, and
I've always wanted to go to that convention. I've always just heard stories about the escalator breaking down and it just being insanely crowded.
Right.
And it's just an absolutely packed convention. So if anybody's interested in getting tattooed by you, how do they reach out to you?
Email.
Okay.
Yeah, I do everything through hoodietattoos@yahoo.
Okay.
You know, people hit me up on Instagram. I'll talk to them. I'll give them the time of day. But I tell them, hey, if you're seriously interested, email me. And then if they email me, I tell them, hey, if you're seriously interested, leave a deposit. And then it's set in stone. But it's, you know, 30% chance that it even makes it to the deposit. You know, once you tell them that, there's
Yeah, a lot of people just tap out once they see it.
it's like really, yeah, like I got to make a commitment. I'm just, you know.
Yeah, I'll be there. Trust me.
So.
How long do you book out for?
I'm like in the summer I get to like 2.5 months. It's probably like the most I've ever been booked out. Winter month.
Okay.
So right now I'm like at a month and a half.
Yeah.
So it's not a big wait, and I like to do everything in one sit. I take no breaks.
Yeah.
You know, you could eat and pee before you get tattooed, but I take no breaks. So.
Are majority of your tattoos single shot tattoos?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, I do have a lot of like big tattoos I'm working on. Like I got a few backs that I'm doing, and they're actually like different. They're not like blackouts or nothing. They're just kind of like black and gray, evil kind of stuff, which I like too.
Which ones do you prefer doing more?
When, like right now?
The single shots or the long?
Single shots, yeah. But the back pieces I like because I get to keep
chipping away.
Yeah, it's fun. So
cool. Well, hey, we appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. We love seeing work from you. We actually absolutely love seeing the Blackout work from you. We think it's really interesting. But we appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us today. And thank you very much.
Thanks.